says my connection's unstable, so let's see what happens. I don't know why that keeps happening. Now, maybe. How's everybody? Staying in and not going out in public, except for what you have to go out in public for right now. So kind of a weird St. Patrick's Day. I'm sure it normally would be a big moneymaker for the bars and restaurants. Hi, Judy. Hi, Andy. I'm good. I know I'm buffering. It told me it had an unstable connection, so hopefully it gets better. Yeah. How's everybody? I work from home, so I don't really have to worry about any of that stuff being out in the world, except for the fact isolation 101, right, Andy? Here we are. We have no isolation. Going to start complaining. Normally would be a big, a little. We didn't have. Well, when my oldest kids were little, we didn't have any social media, so it was tough. I was on the phone. Yeah, I don't know what's going on. I mean, lately it's been buffering a lot. I don't know if it's just, I have hi, Audrey. I have what's it called? A booster. And I work from home. Going from home is through the internet, and it's fine all day. So I don't know. I blame YouTube instead of myself. Because phone is through the internet, and I don't have any problem all day doing with it. So yeah, I know. I feel bad because I'm my nurse, in the trenches, and not for the last 3 years. And my friends are posting right now. I'm just posted on the unit I used to work in. They have none of the R95 masks. And they're literally asking the public to donate them to the hospital, which is a huge community hospital in a pretty big area. So it's kind of scary. I feel bad for them. Really, Tracy, yours is buffering all the time lately? Yeah, I don't know what it is. So hopefully it won't mess us up too much. Don't forget to like. You see, you guys showed up. I know this was the editing of the what's it called? Those videos and stuff I throw in sometimes that wasn't an actual email. It's actually note. Each line or each little paragraph is that somebody told somebody else, and then they forwarded it to the person who forwarded it to somebody that sent it to me. So when I'm reading it, and then all the names and the apostles and the biblical names and all, it threw me for a loop. Like it sounded like a crazy first grader trying to read it. Connection stable. Come on. I don't like that. In the evenings, do you guys notice that? Like on my morning ones, it's not as bad. Patricia, truck driver, yeah. You got to keep that paper in stock. Holy poo on the toilet paper. So Judy, it's hard to do anything now. My grandson had to drive 100 miles to get a marriage. Like one of my coworkers, it's still, guys, I don't know if this is just going to be a bad one or not. Buffering. Every time it tells me I'm unstable, I'm just going to wait a second and see if it goes back. No, it went away. And the zombie email, I make it clear and put little clips and stuff in it that makes sense for what we know now. It's just gotten me crazy because I've redone it times, so might as well just go live because I don't know when I'll have that one up. I don't know if I could shut down other computers that are using the Wi-Fi. Try to go out of the video and click back in. Oh, are you telling them to? Yeah, good internet speed because I have to do it because I work from home and I have to talk on the phone through the internet all day. I don't have like a landline. It's literally called a soft phone, and it works fine. It's been working fine. I just finished. I don't know if it would even. Yeah, it's unstable. Make sure didn't get in the last few minutes. I mean, it looked fine. It's on. I don't know. I don't think it's me. Not connecting. Well, that's messed up. I don't know if I can shut down my other, let me shut down my work computer just to see if that has anything to do with the I'm shutting it down to see if maybe there's too much. Maybe. Let me know if it gets any better or worse. Okay, I feel like we're wasting so much time with stupid buffering, but we want to be able to get a point across, right? All right, let me know if it gets any better. I'm blurry still. Sounds off. Oh, you know what? Guys, I unplug. Oh my goodness, see what happens? I need to plan better. I unplugged my microphone. Let's try that. I unplugged my microphone when I unplugged the power cord. Any better? Sound better now? How about the buffering? Testing 1, 2, 3. The stores here are still blurry, huh? I don't think it has anything to do with what else I have open, but I'll try that. Better now? Really? I wonder if it has to do with the fact that I have my other Wi-Fi right here, my computer work. Much better? Okay, blurry's okay. It's always a little blurry on your end. So weird. Try to disconnect the live and reconnect again. Are you talking to me? Should I disconnect the live and do it again? Way better. Okay, maybe it was interference then, huh? Because when I do it on the weekend, this is usually shut down. But I literally just finished work and went like this. So I'll remember that then. I'll have to remember that. I'm just wondering, I guess there's too much Wi-Fi at the same time in the same little area. Okay, good. All right, thank you. Okay, so did you guys see this? Justin Lum I just posted it on the Facebook group. I printed it out so I don't have to look at my phone. But this is the Discovery, the Idaho. So this is all the stuff they're going to have, evidence prosecution has, right? And hi, Sheena. Hello from Canada, baby doll. So there's some names in here that I've never heard of before. So these are the items. The state has complied with the request by unredacted Rexburg Police Department incident report. Okay. And redacted Rexburg Police Department incident report. Here's the name. I swear Justin said on Justin Lum's, I was on his Facebook just a minute before I started because somebody said, who is this person? Sidney Woodbury Schenk interview. Sidney Woodbury, Woodbury, Schenk, SCHENK interview. But Justin had said, somebody said he found out that this was a middle school or somebody at the middle school. And I can't find it now. If anybody can look on his page, I just saw it and I didn't print that out. I just printed out the documents. And then I went back on his page because I know he said who 3 of the people were on this. And that one he said was I believe he said it was a middle school teacher at some middle school. So does that mean, is that Tammy's? Is that, I don't know. Then Jack and Sheila Daybell interview. So those supposedly are what's his face's parents, Chad's parents. Hi, Trevor. So Jack and Sheila must have something to say. I mean, if they're bringing it as evidence, right? Haven't heard anything from them before. The Yellowstone security video. They have that. Here's one. Idaho Falls Airport security video. So wonder what that's about. This is all going to be interesting. We get to hear all this, right? Idaho Falls Airport security video. So maybe when somebody went back to Arizona, you know, or back and forth, you know, there was a lot of back and forth, and it really could mean something. Oh, Chad's parents said Lori told them she had no kids. Okay, so that, right. So that would be pretty good interview information. No, stop. Judy, what? Is it doing it again? Come on, everybody say got better. Okay, so Yellowstone, then Natalie and Ian Pawlowski interview. Ian Pawlowski is Melanie Niece's new husband. Natalie is his ex-wife. Okay, you guys, you can hear me and see me fine right now? Okay, thank you. So Natalie has been on social media. You may be able to go find some of her, you know how the groups don't allow the deleting? You may be able to find some of what she said in the past. My face is distorted. Okay, I'm going to keep going because at least you can hear me. My face isn't really all that important. I mean, you know, it is to me. I like keeping it, but other than that. So Natalie and Ian Pawlowski interview. Then it says again, another Yellowstone. Okay, Judy. Another Yellowstone security video recording. Melanie Bourdeaux interview. Larry and Kay Woodcock interview. Another Melanie Bourdeaux interview. Ian Pawlowski recordings. When I'm close to the camera, it's less blurry. Now it's trying to focus. All right, well. Back up a bit. Okay. Back up or sit up. Okay. Oh my gosh. I feel like you guys are playing jokes on me here. Okay. I don't know. This is hysterical. I'm serious. As long as you can hear me. Okay. I can see me. I look just fine. Well, no, I look a little tired, actually. Thank you, Jessica. Oh my gosh. Oh, things are delayed then. Sorry, Rhea. I don't know what happened. Okay. So Melanie Bourdeaux interview, Ian Pawlowski recordings. So Ian, thank you, Marilyn. I love you too. You've been an awesome support person. Appreciate it so much. Ian Pawlowski recordings. So did he record a phone call? What does Ian have that he's recorded? I'm super excited for this stuff to be go to court. I want to know what all this is. I'm kind of nosy like that. Like, what does this mean? Why are they making us wait? We're all locked in our homes and can't go out to eat or anything right now. We just have to worry about other people's, stuff, and our own, obviously. And where are the children? Like, seriously, where are the children? I'm still super annoyed. I think about that all the time. Like, this keeps going on and on and on, and the children are still nowhere to be found. Yeah. Don't blame me for the bad connection, you guys. Don't give me a thumbs down or anything on that, because that is beyond my control. I'm bringing you the breakingest news I can find. Thank you, Shayna. Storage Plus video, security video, Storage Plus, because we know that's important. 571 RPD photographs. So the Rexburg Police Department has 571 photographs. Rexburg Police Department Officer Kellen Wheaton, body camera footage, November 26, 2019. So that's the day. That's the day. I'm going to cough. Hold on. I always do this because I talk all day, and then my voice at the end of the day is like, oh. All right. So November 26th, the police officer body cam footage, that's the day that they went to Lori's house the first time and asked about the kids when Kay and Larry asked for the welfare check. And that's the day when they lied about where the kids were. Sorry. Hopefully it's not coronavirus or anything attacking me. You'll find out soon if it is. All right. David, police officer, Detective David Stubbs' body camera footage, same day, November 26th. And the same detective's body camera footage the next day, the 27th, when they came back and everybody was gone. So that's some stuff. There's new names. Well, at least one new name. So that's pretty new and interesting. And I was just really trying to find where Justin Lum said he knew who that person was. And I'm looking again on his Facebook page because it was there. It was literally there 10 minutes ago. And now there's nothing in the last 3 hours. I don't know if it's me, just the way sometimes Facebook doesn't show things, but his stuff looks to be pretty much in chronological order. So I don't know. I don't know where it went. But he had it up. I guess maybe he'll bring it up in the news. On the news, I don't know. So what do you think? Lemon water? Yeah, I need tea. I need lemon water. It's just that, like I said, I case manage, so I talk to people on the phone all day. And I just finished right before I got on here. And then, of course, I'm talking. And I always wind up like, by the end of the day, my voice is like, I would never make it as a singer. So does anybody know anything about any of this stuff? Sidney Woodbury Schenk interview. Somebody needs to look her up. Find out who she is. And then, you know, like I said, I was making I was honey and whiskey. Marilyn, I think you're on to something. I don't have any whiskey, but apparently the stores still have alcohol. I was like, okay, because I like wine. And so the other day when I went to do my Walmart pickup, I was like, well, hopefully I can at least get some wine. So I put like 4 different kinds in my Walmart cart. I get there and they're like, no lemons, no toilet paper, no this, no that, no. Like a third of my order wasn't there, but all 4 of the bottles of wine were there. And I'm like, people have their priorities a little messed up on this whole thing. My niece was texting me from the lockdown at her school the day of the Brandon shooting and told me somebody abandoned a Jeep and escaped on foot. Really, Tracy? That's new. But didn't the Jeep come back? Didn't the Jeep go back to I thought it got impounded in Idaho. Am I wrong? I said the interview of Chad's parents. Who just said that? Shana. The interview of Chad's parents is part of the discovery that the prosecution is asking the state for evidence for the hearing. Hot toddy. There you go. Hi, Barbara. Thank you from New Jersey. Thank you. Appreciate it. But yeah, that's what. But he didn't take that back to Idaho? Oh, he didn't take the. Okay. Where have I been? So the Jeep never went back to Idaho. It stayed in Arizona. And that's where they impounded it. So maybe he, because you know Alex showed back up at the storage unit on the 3rd, and they got the tire out and the back seat out. So they just get rid of that stuff after he abandoned the Jeep? Did he abandon the Jeep? Okay, we got work to do. Yeah, they took the tire. So they took the tire and the seat and put it in the storage on the 2nd, Chad and Lori, and then they took it back out on the 3rd. I want to know where the Jeep was when it got impounded. Okay, check it out, Tracy. Get back to us. Let us know, because that's interesting. Why wouldn't he drive off in the Jeep? Unless he thought he could get away faster. So, right, check it out. Facts on the dog. Did she really try and sell it? The trainer states he got a call from Lori to return or pick up a dog. I have a copy of it. She put an ad, I think it was in Craigslist. She put an ad for the dog, said she had put $7,500 in training, and the dog was worth a lot of money, and she was selling it for $2,500. What I understand is the dog trainer got wind of it, having an ad, that she had an ad up for it, and contacted her and said, no, bring the dog to me so that I can get it back out to a person that needs it. You know, don't sell the dog. Probably was in some part of their contract or something. I heard Lori tried to sell the dog, but the place that sold them the dog found out about the dog and it came and got the dog. Yeah, that's what I heard too, Trevor. Like, she put the ad up and then they got wind of it and they were like, no, you don't get to sell the dog. Didn't Colby end up with the Jeep, or am I thinking of something else? Do you guys know, I swear, I need an encyclopedia at this point for this case. There is so much stuff. I mean, I literally need to go back and watch my own videos because there's so much stuff. Yeah, she wanted money for the dog. She wanted money for everything. She's always after, right? Baby dog. Yeah, she's after. Lori loves money. Yeah, thank you, Robbie. No problem. Yes, and in the ad, she said the owner had died. Yeah, I have. I'll post that on the Facebook group if you guys are in there. I have a copy of that ad in my photos, a screenshot of it. I'm pretty sure I had it in one of the videos, but I can't even tell you which one. Now I'm getting ready to post 39. I guess this will be, I already got 39 in that one, so 39 is going to be that one. I'll just make this one 40. Twisted Tangle Web of Lies, yes. Mandy, where will we find out about the Jeep? I'm not a body. What? A body moving. I just read Jason Mao teaching LDS seminary, appalled. Yeah. Jason, somebody had posted something about Jason Mao saying that he had nothing to do with this stuff and the death or the murder, but it could just be a troll, right? This case is so complicated. Oh, really? Kay's going to come on? Oh, yay. That'd be awesome. I'm sure we would love to all say hi to her and give her a big hug if we could. She's awesome. Thank you, Marilyn. What about Chad Daybell's 5 kids? Catherine? I would like to know about them too. I don't know what to think about them, to be honest. I guess I just stick with what I've said in the past about Chad Daybell's kids. Chad, I think that their mom's dead, and denial is huge for them, because if they really accept the fact that their dad maybe, I made Siri come on. I always make my Google come on because my dog's name is Lulu, and then my Google answers, my Google Home. I think they're in denial, and I think it's protecting themselves, because if their mom died and they can accept if they have to wind up accepting the fact that their dad had something to do with it and it wasn't natural causes, then they just lost both parents, right? And I personally believe that Chad is involved. I don't give him any kind of pass at this point. After that storage video stuff, we know that they've been involved for so long. I think that Chad is a scummy bum, and I think they use religion and God as a means to make money. So I was researching the 144,000 thing yesterday. And now I'm not that great on the Bible study stuff. I'm just not. I should get better. But I did research it, and I looked it up, and the Christian Courier says many cults have taken it upon themselves to use the 144,000 as literal. And they said the book of Revelations has a lot of symbolism. And that if you go by what the cults are saying about 144,000, that it contradicts everything else in the Bible, because Jesus says who will have the ability to go to heaven. And it isn't just 144,000. It's the people that accept him as their savior, right? So that 144,000, the fact that these cult people are saying there's only 144,000 that get to come in, is completely against, what the scholars that study and Christianity believes. So that's what I learned about the 144,000, that it's symbolic, and that it conjured into, if you believe that literally, then you are not believing what a huge amount of the Bible says to you. That is literal. People have degrees in this. They go to school and study it. So, it makes sense to me, because I never understood this whole 144,000 that Lori thinks she can be in charge of. It doesn't make any logical sense. Yeah. Billions on Earth at any day, so 144,000 now, right? And Lori seems to know them. Like, there's billions of people on this earth, and Lori is going to collect the ones that are part of the 144,000. Does that even make sense to anybody? No. I think it's, oh yeah, this isolating stuff makes Chad and Lori smile. It's just pray justice prevails. Well, this isolating stuff is science because we do not want to bombard the ICU units and the staff in hospitals with people that are super sick that they can't take care of, and they have to say, sorry, you get to die, and I have a bed for you, and you get to die. So, I mean, my friends that are working in hospitals right now are, they can't get the masks they need. And the people hoarding them need to go give them to hospitals, because I'll tell you what, if I couldn't get the mask I needed to protect myself, I'd have a really hard time trying to decide if I really wanted to go to work as a floor nurse, because you have to protect yourself. You're no good to anybody if you can't protect yourself. So you might as well not even be there, right? Because you're just going to spread it. Get it, spread it, die, and need one of those beds. Or need one of those beds and die. So, it's science, it's slowing the curve, and it's not about toilet paper. The US did not run out of products. We have toilet paper, we have goods, we have all that stuff. But what's happening is everybody's going and getting it all because they think everybody else is going to take it all. So if you keep running back to Walmart and get more germs, it's not going to help you. Yeah. Not for 144,001 or 4. Yeah. And the number is in the book of Revelations. It does say 144,000, but from what I looked up and what I read and researched, it is symbolic number. It is not a literal number. Hi, Loose Can. I'm doing good. How are you? People are being really selfish. Yeah. I get my So LDS what, Trevor? I missed something. UK about to go into military style lockdown. We're down. Winco's not accepting returns. Who I heard good. Call your neighbors and see if they want it then if you have too much toilet paper. Who is Lori's new judge? I guess her nickname is Mad Dog. She is. Somebody might make her leave too, right? I mean, can't they just keep? I know they can only do it so much, but Lori's new judge. Her name is. I had it. Michelle Radford Mallard. Michelle Radford Mallard. Oh, LES teaches 144,000 are high priest males. So how Lori gets that is beyond me. Right? And Trevor, does the LDS teachings believe that they're the only ones that are going to be able to go to heaven? Like all the rest of us are just out of the deal? Because that's not, what. I'm just curious because, okay. Thank you. That's what I thought. So, it's aligned with the rest of Christianity. But Lori and Chad decide to recruit people and decide that Lori, sorry, I'm reading and talking. I know somebody gave me a bad comment about that. Like I shouldn't stop my thought to look at what you guys say, but I have ADD. So I'm sorry. It's a defect or it's a disability or whatever, but I get a lot of stuff done too. Nate Eaton's interview with Michelle Mallard. What's your opinion on her? I didn't see that. I've been busy. I need to catch up. And I have a video that I've been working on for 3 days, a podcast video revisiting the zombie letter. Well, that's taken me forever to do. Law enforcement is waiting to pounce on Chad at the right moment. They will get him for being an accomplice. I hope so. And hopefully I'd like to know who killed Tammy. That's what I'd like to know. Same green Jeep, trucks, military with coronavirus 19 seen in Kentucky. Wednesday, something's happening. Oh. Something's happening, meaning stay home. Don't take your kids on play dates. Don't go out in public if you don't need to. And hopefully they can slow the spread so that the hospitals can accommodate the people that are going to be ill. The virus will attack most people that are having heart disease, diabetes, high risk, elderly, and they will get really sick. And that's a huge population. So we need the hospitals to be able to care for the ones that do get really sick so they can save them. Can you explain why the judge left? They asked him to step down, and so he went ahead and took himself off. You can ask in a court case, you can ask for the judges, you can ask to excuse the judge, or you can request a judge to not. I think they each get one time where they can ask, I just don't want to, for no reason. Like, it's like when they pick a jury, they get a certain amount of people, they can just say, I just didn't like the shirt she was wearing, basically, so we don't want her. But you only get so many times where you can just say, I just don't want that judge. And I think it's actually, pretty normal. To do that. I know, like I said, when I got in my divorce, my lawyer decided that we had to get rid of the judge, and I don't even know why. I really don't know. Well, okay, whatever you say. Catherine, you're so a better job on lives than many people at reading the questions you're answering. Oh, well, thank you. And I think, isn't that kind of the point of the lives? Like, I can sit here and talk to you on a recorded video, but I consider the lives more of the interactive time, right? Like, you guys are here, you have things you want to ask, you have input, thoughts, ideas, questions. You cannot have a hospital with you. If you think hospitals are about doctors, they're not. Like, all those stupid shows, they're not stupid shows. They're good shows. But I get mad because I'm like, watching them do things that nurses do all the time. And I'm like, no. This is me as a nurse. Hi, your patient, blah, blah, blah. I need an order for this. This is what's going on with your patient. Can you give me an order for this? All right. You have the order. Okay. You don't even, the nurses are the eyes and ears. The nurses will look at a patient and say, this patient needs this particular intervention right now. I'm going to call the doctor and say, can I have an order for this? And the doctor's going to say yes. So they're right there staring at you. Thank you, Trevor. Thank you for the donation, $5. Thank you so much, Trevor. Keep it up. I'm trying. I'm working on it. Thank you. You're always so sweet. So the nurses at the hospital, there's already a nursing shortage. It's a crazy job. It's exhausting. It's 12 hours on your feet. And if you work 12-hour night shifts, it's killer. I did it for 3 years. The rest of the time I did days, but it's 12 hours of your life where you can't eat, you can't pee. And when you're overwhelmed like that, you have to be able to take care of yourself too. You just can't. I learned that in nursing school. If you can't take care of yourself, you can't take care of other people. So again, I hurt my back pushing gurneys to the OR in a crash emergency. And I don't even think at this point physically I could do what I used to do on the floor. So, it's a tough job, and hospitals cannot exist without nurses. So if our nurses get sick, you guys we're all in trouble. Do you think it'll last 6 months? Some people say. I don't know. Honestly, this is the first time I've ever seen anything this in my whole entire lifetime. Um, oh, Julie, thank you. You are okay. So, Julie, BSN, MSN, Friendly Nurse Practitioner. Yay for nurses. Yes. Right. Nurses are awesome. Like, share, and subscribe. Yes. So, I think if we overwhelm the hospitals, it's going to be a big problem. And I've never seen anything like this in my lifetime. I've never seen anything like this in my career as a nurse. I'm not young. And I think so, yes, we're not all going to die from it, but there is a huge population out there that are at risk to get really, really sick and die from what's going on. And and there's only so many ventilators, in hospitals. Judy, I'm an elderly widow granny with blood pressure is excellent. 113/65, average daily. I just have to be safe. Absolutely. You have to be safe. I'm a grandmother too, Judy. Love nurses, yeah. Somebody watch Orson Welles because I feel like that radio broadcast is so on point of what we're experiencing a pandemic. There's been pandemics in the past. So my sister's just graduating from nursing in Australia and is working in the emergency department in the coronavirus clinic. And she said it's overrun and they're running out of supplies already. Right. And they also are saying that if you're not super sick, don't go in. Oh, thank you, Maria. Retired RN, cheering you on Best Vallow channel. Thank you. Hey, you made it through the trenches, man. Retired RN. That's awesome, Maria. Thank you. Look at all the little nurse people out there. Thank you, Judy. My mother was a nurse, so was my husband's mother. Oh, you married into some nurse. I say every family needs an attorney and a nurse, for real, right? My family didn't have a nurse, so I just decided to take one for the team. Thank you guys. You guys are awesome. So I've never seen anything like this. We don't know. We've seen, SARS and swine flu and different things in the past. And a dentist, right, JJ, right. Yeah, and a dentist. So I don't know. Did you guys see the way it's doubling and tripling so fast, by the day? And so that's the problem and then they also said like Italy didn't prepare fast enough. Robbie from Alga, Mary Deathly Deeds. She's not Melanie Gibb. Mary Deathly. People asking if you're Melanie Gibb. Melanie, I believe Melanie Gibb is out in hiding. Like she is not dealing with anything right now. She is going to probably be a big witness in this case. I have like you guys, this whole, like I said, I was making a whole new, oh, see, she says no. What the heck? No. I use heck, Mari tells. She's not Melanie Gibb. So when I went over the whole zombie letter initially, I'm going to post it and hopefully I'll get it up tonight. But I went back through it and broke it down again because after I found out what this exactly was, the woman that had this in her computer, they talked about it, right? They talked about this. Melanie Gibb had told these people this information, the zombie letter information, and they talked about it together. The one woman, she just kept it in her head. And she spoke with another person. The other person wrote things down that Melanie Gibb had told them, right? In note form, like this. For example, when did Chad and Lori meet? They met September 23rd, 2019, technically, through Jason Mao at Temple. Okay, so that was like the first thing that it says. Then the next thing that it says, Chad was told around that time by one of the three Nephites, Methoni, that a special woman would come into his life. Okay, so another note. So when I read it the first time, I was like, this was still new. This case was new. This was weird. We were calling them doomsday preppers and all this stuff. And so all these notes. So all I did, like, don't shoot the messenger, but I just read them in a video. And then I was like, oh my gosh, they named Suzanne Freeman. Oh my gosh. And then somebody said, when I got to the part about the day after or the day before Thanksgiving, day after Thanksgiving, Melanie Gibb received an email from Lori full of beautiful pictures of their wedding on the beach. And Melanie Gibb didn't even know they got married. Somebody says, I'll believe it when I see wedding pictures. The next day, wedding pictures show up on the internet, right? So this email that I got way back when is, when you go through it again now, it's like, whoa, crazy. Who's Ned Snyder? That's one of the questions in here. One of the things says Chad calls Lori and tells her that Charles is now Ned Snyder. And then she says, Lori tells Charles he's become a zombie and his spirit has been hijacked by an evil spirit and his spirit is in limbo. He was hijacked again and became Garrett, and then he became Ebelos. And apparently Lori and Chad can tell you exactly where the zombies are in any time in the United States. There's like 20,000 of them. And zombie doesn't mean like Night of the Walking Dead or Walking Dead or whatever that show is. It means like regular people that have been taken over by evil spirits. That's how it's all been explained to me. So, let's see. Chad met Lori in 2018 or early 2019. Yeah, according to Melanie Gibb, Chad met Lori technically September 23rd, 2018. 2018. There's a typo on this. 2018. But remember, this is from somebody's notes. And there's other stuff in here that'll be really interesting because Melanie Gibb says that they made charts of people who were going to be part of the 144,000, and it's all in, and who is sealed to who, and how many probations they've had, and who they've been in past lives. The chart was on Chad's computer and in his email, so now it's public property. So apparently the police have these charts that Lori and Chad made, you know, while they're figuring out who the 144,000 are. And I didn't understand what the multiple probations mean. And that was explained to me, which made it really super interesting. You know, they say it's not reincarnation, but I saw Julie Rowe explaining it, that she's always a female and she's always a human, but she can come back and come back and come back. So I guess what they believe is that they come back to life and they can keep doing it over and over and over until they get it right. And then when they get it right, they can become a Jesus Christ. So, and somebody can tell me if I'm wrong, if I'm understanding this wrong, but so basically if they, sitting on my foot. So basically if they think they did something wrong, they'll just be like, well, I can fix it next time and come back. But they're always a human. So they're not like, I guess reincarnation would be more, you're a dog, you're a cat, you're a butterfly, you're a human, you're, you know, you could be all kinds of things. So multiple probations, they're saying isn't technically reincarnation. But I think it is, because who cares if you're coming back as something different or as a human, you're coming back. Like, I don't believe that makes any sense. Right. Baby doll love. Nobody can become a Jesus Christ. That is blasphemy. Nobody gets to be him but him, right? Right. Okay, Moroni is Moroni. Moroni. Okay, who is Mathoni? Mathoni. He's a Nephite. There's all kinds of names. Prayers going out to the Woodcocks, Ryans, and Vallows. This has to be hard on anyone who knows and loves JJ and Tylee. Much love to you all. That's right. It really, yes, it's horrible. Praying for JJ and Tylee. Tylee last seen in Yellowstone September 8th. The history of Yellowstone National Park has a grand loop. It also has a death zone throughout history, a great place for a crime. Right. Technically, they want to get away with it there, but they could be dumb enough to think that they could get away with it. Yeah, well, I don't even think they deserve to come back. They deserve to go somewhere else. They can rot. Yeah, right. This is what they think. Chad said he was the Holy Ghost once, but yep, it's in this too, Marilyn. It says, this right here. Lori, okay, so so Chad and Lori are sealed to each other in temple where they traveled to another upper room, and Moroni gave Lori to Chad. The Savior was there. Moroni and Chad have been married to Lori in many other probations. Lori is their favorite spouse. Lori has been on 21 planets and Chad on 31. Once he was a Holy Ghost. There it is, Marilyn. Chad 5 times on this earth and Lori 4. And then it goes into the Chad makes a portal in Lori's closet so she can visit him. Wonder where Tammy was while she was visiting Chad through this portal. Larry is trying to figure out how to get on the site. Are you there yet? Yeah, Larry? I think can you just send him a link? We're here though. Marilyn, you figured it out? I'm really no help, am I? As for Charles' Jeep, I wonder if it went to Colby at one point because his mother-in-law claimed law enforcement seized one of his cars in this case. Now, somebody did say that. Somebody said something about Colby did have the Jeep at that time or something like that. Tracy T, what are the chances that the last place this little girl is seen just happens to have a death spot and they didn't do anything to her that day? Seriously, trial over guilty. Yeah. I mean, it looks really bad, right? I wonder if Nancy had any idea that Chad and Lori were up to something. Who's Nancy? You mean Tammy? Marielle? I think you mean Tammy, right? It does say that she started to get suspicious. So Lucifer lied to them that they are Jesus in a transported Kundalini pineal gland. Oh, okay, come on. Lots of ways to get to men. Yeah, well, that exactly. Yeah, I mean Tammy. Okay, that's what I thought you meant. I'm like, who's Nancy? I don't know. Yeah. So it does say here. I know. It does say here that Tammy got suspicious. Melanie is aware that Chad and Lori have taken trips together while both of them are still married to their spouses. They took a trip to visit multiple temples, and they get up early in the morning to walk around the BYU track together, holding hands and kissing. Tammy has become suspicious. So apparently Tammy was getting suspicious, Lori. So all this stuff that's in these notes was told from Lori to Melanie Gibb, and Melanie Gibb told this to other people. So then Melanie Gibb is like, you know, the one that this came from. Okay, Marilyn, Jessica's gonna message Larry the link if you get the Facebook message. Okay, Maria Fuller Keith, the zombie letter is real. It was given to me, someone anonymously. I know who gave it to me. And the person that it was giving to, I've spoken with via email. And she doesn't know how it got out of her inbox, but it was notes that somebody took that she personally knows when they had a conversation with Melanie Gibb. So the zombie email to me is the notes that someone took after a conversation with Melanie Gibb. And Melanie Gibb was reporting to this person all the things that Lori had told her. So that's the zombie email. Shared delusional disorder. Yes. Fully ado. Psych diagnosis. Shared delusional disorder. Is there any way you can put up the 2-hour dateline for all of us overseas subscribers that cannot see it? Well, here's the thing about the dateline. I put a clip of it in my video, and I got copyrighted. So basically it means that my video cannot be monetized. There can't be any ads on it. And so basically they took copyright claim on that. So if I put up the whole thing, I would get copyright claimed on it. And I think the entire show could be a problem if I put the whole thing up, unfortunately. I wish there was a way for you guys to be able to see Dateline from their web. Like, they have it up on their thing, but you can't get it overseas. That's so weird. I mean, I didn't know that. There is a Dateline podcast on Stitcher. Hi, Kay. Okay, so now, thank you, Marilyn. Well, I'm so glad you guys are here. That is so cool. I really appreciate it. I was going to post the zombie letter somewhere. Yeah, I was going to. It's on. The first time I read it was like in episode 11 or 12, but I'm making a new one with it kind of broken down. And it is 50, 60. I thought it was going to be up last night, but it wasn't, because all of a sudden I'm like, I'm tired. I gotta go to sleep. So I didn't get it up last night, and then I worked all day, and then I decided to go ahead and do a live because I haven't posted anything in a couple days. So that's why. That's what's happening now. Type down here. Rhea, if you get on Stitcher and look up Dateline, it's in the Dateline audio. Is Brandon Bourdeaux, I say that name wrong too, apparently. It's okay. You guys know who I'm talking about, right? Related. He was married to Melanie, who is the niece of Lori, whose mom was Stacy, who died. And then Melanie, Lise, and Brandon have 4 or 5 kids that are small. And Melanie decided to ditch them and go live in Idaho with Auntie Lori, and now she's fighting for custody and stuff, and Brandon's trying to keep his kids safe because God only knows what would happen. Right? So, but I did see Brandon was at the case. He was sitting next to, thank you, Julie. Thank you for the donation. Read YouTube Yellowstone Death Zone. Oh, yeah. I mean, it's interesting. Now, I read quite a few things about the Yellowstone Death Zone, and there's a professor that did a whole thing on it. It says theoretically, you could get away with murder there, but apparently there's technicality to it. It would have to be, it couldn't be, pre-planned. It would have to be like, oh, you got mad at somebody and you were at that part of the Yellowstone and you bonked them over the head because you were in a fight and then they died. And then supposedly, I mean, there's a lot to it. You really got to look into that thing. But if this was the case, I could see that those knuckleheads might believe that they could, that they would get away with it, but they're not going to. Like, there's no way. Jessica says, welcome, Kay and Larry. We are glad to have you joining us. Bourdeaux. Kay is Charles Vallow's sister, grandmother of JJ. Okay, you guys. So Kay and Charles are brother and sister. And Kay's son was the biological father of JJ. And Charles and Lori adopted JJ. So biologically, Kay is the grandmother. That's why she is the grandmother. But by adoption, she would be the aunt. Will you still get a copyright if you send an individual email without posting on YouTube? Probably not. If I could download it, I could try that. Send me an email, reapharmony.com, and then I will download the Dateline for you and email it to you, but it might be too big to email. There's got to be a way. I wonder if I could do it. Let me think about this. I could probably put it in like a unpublished YouTube, just upload it right to that and give you a code to get in there, like a link, and then it wouldn't be monetized or anything for me, which is fine. I mean, obviously you would what you want to see it, and then send me an email and I'll work on how you can be able to see the Dateline episode. Okay, that makes sense. And 2020 is supposedly has one in the works too. Yeah, delusional. It's very frustrating that Chad has not been arrested yet and no results on Alex or Tammy's autopsies. I wish the feds will give an update on everything. Facebook group, Left Undone. If you email me at reapharmony@gmail.com. I don't know why I always want to leave the Gmail part out because that's important. There you go. Jessica just posted it, a link to it. There's the link. Facebook page link from moderator Jessica. Ria is an awesome moderator. Jessica, they've been super helpful. Kristen, I don't think she's here tonight. And Cassie is great. So they're super, super duper helpful, you guys. But there's the link if you want the Facebook page. Yeah, Jessica's awesome. Ria's awesome. These guys are awesome. Kay has lost her brother and her grandson in their ordeal. Yep. Horrible. Horrible. And you know what? I was just making that video about Lori. You know, the lady that said the body language, you know, when the judge reduced her bond to 1,000 and we were all like, oh my God, oh crap, she's going to get out of there. And then there's a lady that did like a facial expressions, body language interpretation, I guess. She said when the judge said, I'm going to reduce your bail, and he reduced it to $1 million, Lori closed her eyes. And she says when people do that, that means it's something that they didn't like what they heard, right? So, but we all saw that little smirky butt get up and prance out of there with that stupid grin on her face, all smiling and happy. So what I think is she didn't like it, but she was like, I can't let these people think I'm not going to get out of here. I'm going to make them think I'm out of here. Like I am just so special. I am Lori Daybell. Now, Mrs. Daybell. Call me Mrs. Daybell. Like for somebody I don't know, I really don't like that woman. Actually, don't like is a kind word. The $1,000 bond is 1/10 of the million is required per law. Right. And apparently the bond companies want them to have $1 million worth of assets because she's a flight risk and she'll probably run away. Yeah, it was a show to her, Kate. That's what I thought, Marilyn. I was like, there are people right behind me. I know they're right there. These people, I'm going to smile. I'm going to smirk. I'm going to prance right by. But guess who's in jail and guess who's not? Oh, I do. I mimic her voice. Vallow Daybell. Like, it's so stupid. Like, talk like you're little Miss Sweetie Pie. Yeah, they can't put the cat platter. I think Lori has something to do with Alex's death. Alex knew too much risk for Mr. and Mr. Ryan Tomiella. I do too. And Melanie Gibb, again, back to Melanie Gibb, she says that Alex is Lori's hitman. My first live with Kay. Kay is, she's awesome. Yeah. Parents are anti-government. Oh, Lori's parents? Well, you guys, I mean, I did see the legal documents. Her dad pretended to be an attorney and got in big trouble, went to prison for that for a while. He was being an attorney without being an attorney, practicing law. So apple doesn't fall far from the tree, does it? I was thinking, since they are doomsdayers, if Lori got out, they would both commit suicide. Yeah, that has been something that people believe. Kay was saying something about having to sign a non-disclosure agreement. For what? I missed something, Marilyn. I don't understand why Chad and Lori said they will explain everything once people stop criticizing them. What gives? Yep. That was what they said the first week after the media hype. You know, because there's still so much media hype. Those poor babies, she might as well just sit in jail to avoid a media hype. It's like none of it makes any logical sense to me at all. None of it. It's just evil. Lori's a narcissist. Yep. And the video that I'm trying to work on. What's my dogs? In the video I'm trying to work on that I haven't gotten up yet, that I hopefully will, I go into quite a bit about narcissism and the criteria that and how much Lori really appears to be a true NPD, has narcissistic personality disorder. Oh, I see what you're saying, Marilyn. I get it. Gotcha. Okay. Don't know. I guess it's why she's not talking. I see. So they can be here and we can say hi, but if she talks, yeah, it makes sense. Non-disclosure agreement because she's got it. Makes perfect sense. Okay. Well, Kay, we love you and we appreciate that you're here and we're all on your side. And someday when you can talk to us, I know you will. Right? She can have our support for sure. Charles is one who goes unmentioned. I know. You know, I tried to do quite a bit on Charles in the one video. His obituary talked about him being a baseball player, stuff like that. So, you know, it's just because there's so much crud going on with this story and there's so many people that have been hurt that it's hard. And then freaking Lori's circus. Lori was smiling in courtroom, but she's not smiling now. But we're not smiling either, and she won't smile until we get the kids. That's right. You won't smile, right? Lori is smiling in courtroom, but she's not smiling now. But we're not smiling either, and won't smile until she gets the kids. Right. Until you get the kids. Wouldn't that be? Oh my gosh! Let's have a ticker tape parade. Wouldn't that be amazing? I think we should all just have a huge celebration when Kay and Larry get the kids. It's hard to mention every detail of convoluted mess. Yeah, it's such a mess. Our hearts and prayers are with you, Kay. Pamela says, yeah. Kay, you are so strong. My love to you and your family. The third husband, Joe Ryan, she got $1 million in life insurance. Chad better sleep with one eye open. I heard that it was $75,000 from Joe Ryan. I didn't hear it was $1 million. Catherine sent you an email entitled Melanie Gibb. Okay, thanks. Like, share, subscribe. Yes, like, share, subscribe, you know. My niece lives with me, and her mother is a narcissist. Dealing with them is hell. Soulless, emotionless, greedy, controlling, repulsive. Right. They suck you in. And you guys, I went into this, the video that I'm working on right now. I went into this like, you know how people say that Lori used to be sweet and nice and kind? Well, they're chameleons. And she probably pulled that off really well when she needed to. When she wanted everybody to think she was a sweet and a great mother, she was able to pull it off, because that's why you like people. If the narcissist came right up and showed you that they were evil or nasty or all that, you right away, if the minute you meet them, you would think, okay, peace out, go away. But if they suck you in and they treat you like you're wonderful and that they're awesome and they love you and they do things for you and they say all these nice things to you and they treat you well in the beginning, then you think that's a real person. So then it confuses you later on when they turn on you and then they suck you back in. So they do this love bombing, right? No matter if it's a romantic relationship, a husband, a friend, you know, they're all out there. Vallow Woodcock says, thank you for all you do. We can never do this without your support. Yeah. And we have so many people that are just all about this case. You know, I haven't even ventured to look into another case because this one has become so important to me that I just, you know, and I know all the people that follow my channel feel the same way. It's just such a, you know, I get people every day, do a live, let's talk about this, what's going on. You know, everybody's praying and hoping and praying that JJ Vallow shows up and gets to come live with grandma and grandpa forever and ever. Why hasn't Chad been arrested? Yeah, good question. I don't understand. What about hubby 1 or 2? Hubby 1 and 2 are, hubby 1 was, marriage was annulled. She went to high school with him, and I don't know where he is. Hubby 2, John LaGoya, no one knows where he is. Probably the father of Colby, but he didn't raise Colby. They got divorced soon after. And then Joe Ryan adopted Colby. But after they got divorced, I don't think he had much to do with his upbringing. I saw Annie Cushing had posted something about that, made a comment. Charles deserves so much better. Yep. Chad will be arrested once law enforcement has everything they need to nail his coffin shut. Right. Because Chad probably can't go anywhere at this point. I mean, he's stuck, right? His wife is in jail. He's, you know, they need a watertight case. I believe that too. And I think that they're not going to rush to do anything when they have people kind of cornered. I've always said that, like when they were on Kauai. Julie says, Kay, you deserve those kids. It's obvious how deeply you love JJ and Tylee. Be patient. God will deliver. The kids know how much you love them. I pray for you, wonderful grandparents. Julie. Tell Kay the names of the doc you wanted to know about. What? Doctor or doc? Oh my goodness, Marilyn, I'm losing it. Kay Lorraine, I don't know how I'll compose you in Rexburg. I don't think this has anything to do with the cult. It's about money, and I think Alex sprayed poison on Tammy's. That's how she died. I think it has. I used to go back and forth on that, Kathleen, about the cult. And at first I thought it was just about money and just about them, which I think that is their main thing. But I think the people that are really involved with them in the cult aren't really about any kind of religion. They're all about money. And that's what it's all about. So Zulema and Christopher Parrott and Jason Mao and Chad and Julie Rowe, you know, I think they're all in a cult, but I don't necessarily believe that they're true, whatever is about anything to do with God or religion. I think it's about money. That is just my newest because I've been known to change my mind, but that is my newest thought on the whole thing. Did you hear about Chad finding Tammy on the floor and not in bed? I did. Why was she on the floor if she died in her sleep? Is that true? I really wish we could hear the 911 call, but they won't release that one. Money and power over others. Yep. It's 100% money. Yeah. I think the whole thing is a facade to hide behind religion, and it was all about money to start with. And you know what? Even this could be about money. Did you guys see that she said that to the bondsman that she would give them a cut? Yeah, it's okay. Yeah. Did you see she said to the bondsman she'd give him a cut of the movie rights? Somebody posted that for all this. So I wouldn't be surprised, honest to God. I wouldn't be surprised if this whole thing is about money. Going to jail, hiding kids. I mean, obviously Chad knows they could sell books. And Jane, you think Chad and Lori are going to turn on each other? I think at some point somebody's going to have to. I mean, unless something extremely crazy happens. Yeah, movie rights. I want to know how she thinks she knows they will make a movie. She's freaking delusional. Right. Because she's a narcissist and she thinks she's the best thing since, sliced bread or whatever you want to say. And she thinks that her story is going to be that's what kind of makes me sometimes go back and forth on the whole thing about the kids. Like, could she really be doing this as a publicity thing so that she has a story someday? They won't get compensation for anything. In prison, you won't be rewarded for your misdeeds. Good. Good. They're going to turn on each other. I think that's what needs to happen. I think they need to turn on each other, don't you? I think if they turn on each other, somebody's going to get more information out there, I just think it's time for them to tell where the kids are and stop acting like it's a custody battle. That's the stupidest thing I ever heard too. Right? Law enforcement says one will talk. Yeah, I think they will. I think I watch enough of those 48 hours and stuff, to know somebody talks eventually. I mean, look, people have already talked. Like right from the get-go, Melanie Gibbs' notes got released to freaking us. Who are we? You know what I mean? So people talk. And look at all those people. Like if anybody was late, the discovery was released today. So the items that the state of Idaho complied with the request for, I'll just go down them again real quick. Unredacted Rexburg Police Department incident report. Redacted Police Department incident report. Sidney Woodbury. Somebody needs to tell me who this person is. Sidney Woodbury Schenk interview. Sidney, Sidney, Woodbury, Woodbury, Schenk interview. Justin Lamet said she's a middle school teacher or something like that. And Jack and Sheila Daybell interview. So those are Chad's parents. And then somebody mentioned it was probably because she told them that she was an empty nester. Yellowstone security video received. Idaho Falls Airport security video. Natalie and Ian Pawlowski interview. Yellowstone security video again. So there must be more than one Yellowstone security video. Melanie Bourdeaux interview. Larry and Kay Woodcock interview. Melanie Bourdeaux interview again. Ian Pawlowski recordings. So Ian has something recorded. Storage plus security video. 571 Rexburg Police Department photographs. Officer Kellen Wotton's body camera footage from November 26th. Detective David Stubbs' body camera footage from November 26th. And again, Dr. David Stubbs' body camera footage for November 27th. Right? So there's some stuff. Now, if somebody would go ahead and release that stuff, we could have a whole bunch of stuff to talk about, right? Trying to see, because that came from Justin. And I don't know if there's more. I don't know where it went. It was here. I don't know. I don't think I did the link. I think I just shared the docs. Did I share Justin's link or the docs on the Facebook page? May 7th. Thank you, Lori. Okay. Okay, Larry, do you think the kids might be being held against their will in a cabin somewhere by someone from the cult? Question from JJ. JJ Wright. Yeah. JJ, right. We can't talk tomorrow. Why? When's the next court date? May 7th? May 7th and 8th? Oh, we can talk tomorrow. Jerry says, did you talk about Lori Council leaving her? Not really. I mean, it was confirmed they did. Justin Lum had put up some stuff. Amended note. Right. Oh, here it is. Oh, that was Justin Lum's, but it doesn't say the part where he found out who these people are. Confirmed. Okay. Brian Webb and Edwina Elcox withdraw from representing Lori Vallow. There's an ant crawling on my desk. Gosh, where do you come from? Confirmed. Attorney Brian Webb and Edwina Elcox withdrew from representing Lori Vallow. Mark Means is still her attorney. So Justin Lum has on his Facebook page, he has the documents about the withdrawing of the case. It says, let's see if there's anything. Defendant Mrs. Lori Daybell by and through her attorney of record, Mark Means of Means Law and Mediation, hereby offer their non-objection to the withdrawal of the law firm of Brian Webb, legal attorney, and attorney Edwina. Furthermore, if necessary, defendant by and through her attorney of record hereby waive any time limitations, motion hearings, proceedings, physical presence at said hearings, or the like, and stipulate to the entry of an order withdrawal to further efficiently allow the court to enter said order. Legal talk gives me no information. We pray someone has the kids and are taking good care of them. It's the only thought which allows us to survive and endure this anguish until we know more. That was a case of that, you guys. And that's what we all need to pray about, for real. Like, I'd be so, seriously, throw a party, for real. I'd throw one right here at my house and my people would be like, okay. They know everything about this case. They're all on board with it at this point. In the beginning, they were like, wow, what are you doing? Yes, we all send you love, Kay and Larry, and prayers every single day. And again, I have said it 100 times, but if Kay and Larry had never asked for that welfare check and just figured, oh, Lori's just being, what if they would have just figured, oh, Lori's just being a jerk? Now that Charles is dead, she's not letting, us talk to our grandson. And they didn't do anything that fast as they did. Could you imagine? People may not even have ever known at this point that they've been missing, this long. So Kay and Larry, and that just goes to prove if you guys ever have a gut instinct and you just think, should we check? You should, because your gut is telling you something important. So if you ever think of anything, not even to do with this, like just like Kay and Larry did. They're like, why are we not being able to talk to our grandson? We haven't talked to him since August. This is not okay. So, and look, I don't think Lori, honestly, I don't think Lori thought about that. Kay was sharp. She knew Lori and her motive money. Yep. Yep. That's exactly why Lori hates Kay. Kay and Larry blew the whistle. Oh, yeah. I mean, how long would it have gone on? You know, it could have gone on for quite a while. I'm homeschooling JJ. Tylee, she could have faked text messages forever, you know, with Tylee's phone to people. Oh, I'm good. I'm this, I'm that. I got new friends, you know, whatever. I mean, yeah. Grandparents know, grandparents don't ever give up. Oh, I know. I never, I mean, I have one grandchild and another one on the way. And I get in trouble because when I babysit him, he's 2. My daughter's like, this is how you put him down. You put him to bed. You can go back one time and say, I'm still here. Good night. And then you don't go back anymore. And the first time that happened, he kept yelling for me. And I was like, oh my gosh. So I text her and she's like, don't. But now when it was my kid, I'd have been like, yeah, I'm not going back in there. But my grandson, I'm like, oh, but he's calling my name. You know, I mean, it's just something about him. They're amazing. Being a grandmother is just crazy. Because at first I was like, already? I mean, I'm plenty old enough to be one, but once I got a hold of that little guy, you know, I know the dog, Bridget. So that's what freaks me out. Like the dog, the iPad, did they replenish all these things where they may have hid them? Did they just, it's so frustrating. No, yep, Stephanie, there really isn't. Yeah. Is there, Kay and Larry, is there anything the public can do to help the case? Are the discussion and groups around the case helpful? Wish we could do more. Yeah, wish we could do more too. What I like what we do as public and keeping the case, Larry Woodcock's listening good to Kay, thanks. What I like that we do as a public is keeping the case alive, you know, keeping it in the public, more and more people hearing about it. I tell people about it all the time. There's still people that haven't heard about it, you know, people that I work with, people that I run into. And I think the more people that know about the case, the more that it keeps it in the news, it keeps it alive. And every once in a while, somebody pops up with something, you know? So that's pretty cool. Like every once in a while, somebody pops up with something on social media and everybody's like, wait, what? Where'd that come from? You know, there's a lot of these people out here that, my cat, my cat wants it. There's a lot of people out here that are digging and looking and trying to put pieces together. So you never know. You never know. Right? Everybody says, hello, Larry, Larry, Larry. Hi, Larry. Larry hugs. We love you, Larry. Hang in there. Hugs, Larry. We love you. Keep bringing awareness, right? Hi, Larry. Praying for you. Lots of love for Larry. We do love Larry. And Kay. You guys are tied in my book. It also keeps pressure on law enforcement to keep digging and figure things out quickly. Right. We never want something like this to become a cold case, right? It's reparmony@gmail. Yes, Audrey. @gmail.com. Yeah. And half the time I go, .com, reparmony.com. No, it's @gmail.com. Yeah, you're right. I talk faster than my brain can think. Our prayers are with you. What about homeschool state laws? I'm 13 years old. My mom and myself are worried about JJ and Tylee. Aw. Love and prayers to the Woodcocks. Apparently, Idaho doesn't have that great of homeschool laws. There's no, you don't have to, there's no accountability. Apparently, you can just homeschool. Kay and Larry, are you both allowed to do media interviews, or is this something you're not allowed to do for the moment? Yes, reparmony@gmail.com. Thanks, you guys. It was actually an email that I started for something else, and it just turned into the email for this channel. So we'll keep it. Yeah. Homeschool house, yeah. Kay says hi to everybody. Kay Vallow Woodcock says hi all, after you all said hi, 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 a million times. So all we can keep doing on our end is we're all over the country. We're all in lockdown. So I guess that we can just keep, reading and thinking, and anybody has any tips to obviously send them to law enforcement. I'm hoping that maybe they saw more on the Yellowstone the day people were there. Lori wanted to keep the Social Security checks coming in. I hope the new judge has grandkids. Yeah, let's hope. So, but I think what we can do, basically, we're keeping on top of everything that as they come. I try to make a video or a podcast as soon as something new comes. It's been kind of quiet in the news the last couple days. So I was going back and working on the video again about the zombie email, because there was a lot of information in there from Melanie Gibb. And then talking just a little bit about, that kind of mindset that Lori might have, the fact that it's about money, her talking about wanting to have a book deal or a movie deal. And I think, I'm just wondering, there's got to be people that have seen something or know something out there that still don't even put it together, I just think, as far as where the kids might be. And there's people that know stuff that aren't talking. I would bet money on that. Thank you all for supporting Catherine, me, founder of Left Undone. Thank you all, really, truly. You guys are awesome from the channel. It's there's other people out there doing true crime, but I've just focused completely on this case only, and I'm going to keep that way unless something gets really, really quiet, which I hope it doesn't. It doesn't sound like it's going to, because with all these items coming out of discovery and different things, I think we're going to have plenty to keep going with this and talking about. And I really hope there's more charges. I don't think Lori's getting out right now, and I really hope Chad gets arrested too. And they can both make a portal to wherever. Hopefully they'll go get the wrong directions and make a portal to the wrong jail cells. Thank you. The book Educated is Homeschooling in Idaho. Yeah, that kind of stinks. Can't this SSA demand to see proof of the kids? I would think the Social Security would have some power, over that. Okay, I messaged Larry, and I can message you anytime we go live. Would you like me to do that, Jessica? Yeah, okay, we can keep you posted when we go live. And so anybody else have any other? We'll just keep it. Yes, this will go on for a long time. Please keep it in front of the public. I will, okay. I will do everything I can by being a mom, nurse, grandma, YouTuber. Best I can. And obviously we have people that are following it and interested and helping. And we will, Bridget, shout it from the rooftops, whatever we can to keep it in the public. And we're watching everything, every news thing that comes up, every 2020, every Dateline, anything and everything. And, I just know personally, I've spread the word so much to people that I know in my own personal life and that are aware of the story, and praying for JD and Tylee for real. So yes, Christina Murray, you are very invested in this case, and one answers me too. And there's a lot of people that are even more invested than we are, but yeah, for real. Thanks for doing this, Catherine. Prayers and love to Tylee and JJ. You're welcome. Like, subscribe, you guys, before we close. I really appreciate that. The subscribes help a lot. If you're not a subscriber, the likes help a lot. And and my videos will get recommended when people are looking for true crime if I got enough subscribers and enough viewers. The algorithm helps that this will get more and more and more views. So we don't want people to lose interest in this case, so we keep it going as much as we can, even if it's just a cat videos, interactive videos like tonight. Exactly. Thank you, Stephanie. Right. All right. Anybody else have anything final comments? All right. Well, Kay and Larry, thank you guys so much. And Marilyn for getting them on here with us. And like we said, we're all going to do as much as we can to keep this going until we get to have a parade. When it all comes up to JJ coming home to you, or Lori going away forever. So we're dancing for either of those things for sure. Come on this live after it's over. It helps too. Yes. Thank you. All right, guys, I'm going to go because we went a little longer than normal, but I will be back. And, yes, hashtag where are the kids? Where are the kids? We need t-shirts that say where are the kids for real everywhere. Thank you, guys. Rita says, thanks for joining tonight. Thank you, Kay and Larry. Thanks to all, Kay and Larry. You're welcome, Kay. We love you guys. All right. I'm going to go. Bye. Have a good night.